Hello and welcome to Content Planning for TikTok. Today I will be teaching you how to leverage TikTok to market your TPT resources and discuss some of the best practices that I've found success with. On social media, I'm known as Miss Campbell Teach, and I use Instagram and TikTok to share teaching tips and ideas for homeschool parents and teachers. I've been selling TPT products for about 3 to 4 years as a hobby. Last year was the first year that I actually took it seriously, and I'm so happy with the results that I got in terms of making extra income. In this course, I will be discussing different types of content that you can create, how to brainstorm content, how to build your brand and foster community on TikTok, how to sell and promote your resources, repurposing content, how to batch create content, and experimenting to learn what works best for you and adapting to the algorithm. There are many types of content that teachers can create to promote their digital resources. The first one I'll be discussing are tutorial videos. A tutorial video may include how teachers can use their products within their classroom, or maybe how a homeschool parent can use your resource to teach their child at home. Let's take a look at some of the tutorial videos that I've created to share my products and to make sales. So I'll write curve in, curve out, S, curve in, curve out. And then you take your pencil and you trace it. S, curve in, curve out.
S, curve in, curve out.
This video demonstrates how you can actually feature more than one of your resources in one video. All of the products are related, and as you can see on the iPad, there is my 52-letter formation videos. It is featured on a Google Drive, so it makes it very accessible for everyone. The second resource that I featured are the Play-Doh letters, and this is a great way for students to have a hands-on activity while reinforcing their letters. The letter tracing practice pages is a great way for them to practice their handwriting. Now let's take a look at another type of tutorial video. So if our 10 frame is full, how many do we have? 10. Good. I'm gonna color one of my circles in like this. What number should I put for my part? 1. If I filled in 1, I know that I need to color in the rest to make 10. Let's go ahead and count how many I'm coloring. 1, 2, count with me. 9. What number? 9. What number goes in the hole right here? When I snap, tell me what number? 10. So then we have part, whole. Good. 1 and 9 make 10. Good job. Okay, now let's go ahead and, oh, thank you, Kayla. Thank you. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue to grow our brains, and I'm going to fill out another number. In this video, I'm featuring my ways to make 5 and 10 anchor chart that practices the concept of decomposing numbers. This tutorial video clearly shows how teachers can use this product within their classroom. Now let's take a look at one last tutorial video. What is that a picture of? Bat. Okay, now watch what I do. Bat. Okay, so we're just breaking apart the word bat. Okay, can you do it? Excellent. All right, go ahead and turn them off. I'm going to give you your next word. In this tutorial video, I'm featuring my Build a CVC word cards for phonics practice, which is a great activity for a literacy center. This video features a strategy that educators can use to practice phonemic awareness by having their students use the lights to segment the sounds. Even if people don't buy my digital resource, this video is still helpful for them because they can see a strategy that can be easily implemented into their teaching. Another type of content you can create are series videos with an overarching theme. For example, if you're creating multiple videos for literacy activities for kindergarten, you may attract many kindergarten teachers, and if they approach your TikTok at part 5, they may be inclined to go back and check out part 1 through 4. And if they stumble upon your TikTok at part 1, they may be inclined to stick around to watch to see what comes next. Example themes might include literacy activities for kindergarten, how to create math workshop activities, or even activities for early finishers. Here's an example of a series with a theme that I made for my TikTok account, and the topic was literacy teaching tips. As you'll notice, I have the words on the video, which I highly recommend, and I did change how the title looks in part 3 because I made it easier for my audience to read, which is another tip that I encourage you to do. Another popular video idea that teachers do are day in the life videos. This is a great way for your audience to get a glimpse of your daily routine as a teacher. I would also recommend displaying how you use your resources within your classroom so that they can get an idea of how they can use it in theirs. With whatever content you're creating, remember to be creative and as authentic as possible. Now let's discuss how to brainstorm content. Start with a theme or topic that you want to focus on. I recommend coming up with a theme that is related to your digital products. I create products that support kindergarten students. So I could say a theme would be activities for math in a kindergarten classroom. And then I could do research that supports that theme and then create content ideas based on that. You could also brainstorm different ideas such as 10 creative ways to make math fun or fun classroom icebreakers. Exploring the For You page on TikTok is a great way for you to see what types of videos are doing well, and it may be a chance for you to hop on that trend so you can gain more exposure on TikTok. Even if the trend is not applicable to teaching, you can totally reinvent that trend to make it applicable to what works for you and your products. You can also search for specific hashtags or sounds to find ideas for content. When brainstorming content for TikTok, you'll definitely want to make sure that you're keeping your audience in mind. Consider who your audience is and what they might be interested in. For example, if you're a teacher who's creating content for other teachers, which I would recommend since they will be the main people who are buying your resources, you might want to consider topics like lesson planning or even classroom management. TikTok is all about fun and creativity, so be sure you're keeping your content ideas lighthearted and entertaining for your audience. Now let's discuss how to build your brand, foster community, and build connections with your audience. Show your personality. By letting your personality shine through in your content, your audience will appreciate that and they will feel like they know you. This will help you connect with your audience and build a sense of trust and authenticity. This will also help your buyers keep returning back to your TPT store to buy more products. Engage with your followers. I highly recommend that you respond to all of the comments on your TikTok page and messages. This will allow your followers to see that you're really engaged with what they're saying and you value their time. They spent their precious time to comment and ask you a question, so the least that you can do is respond back to them. This is a great way to start building and fostering community, and it may even turn into a sale. You can even ask for feedback from your followers. This will help them to feel like they're included in the type of content that you create. And you can create specific content that they actually want to see from you. Share testimonials and reviews. By sharing testimonials and reviews from happy customers on your TikTok account will build credibility and trust. It does take time to build an audience on TikTok, but remember to be consistent and be sure that you are prioritizing engaging with your audience. Now let's discuss how to actually sell and promote your products on TikTok. You'll want to make sure that you're demonstrating your product in short, concise videos that clearly states what your product will help your audience achieve. You'll also want to make sure that you're including a call to action, such as click the link in my bio to access my TPC store for this resource, or something of that nature. A strategy that many teacher sellers use is they'll include a call to action in their caption that says, comment on this video if you like the link, and then people who comment on the video will receive the link in a message. And this is a great way to actually boost your engagement, which will help the algorithm push your video out more. Now I'm going to discuss how to repurpose your content on social media. Where should you post your short form content? So short form content are basically short videos, which is exactly what we use on TikTok. So the other places that you can post those videos are Instagram, YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels, and Pinterest. Why should you post on multiple platforms? I highly recommend being on multiple platforms to increase the amount of eyes on your content, which could possibly turn into sales. Now, sometimes when I post my videos on Instagram and TikTok, it really just depends. Sometimes I'll get 100,000 views on TikTok. Sometimes I'll get 1,000 views on TikTok. And on Instagram, it'll perform the opposite. So you really just don't know how the algorithm will work in your favor. So you just want to make sure that you're putting your content out there since it's already created anyways. Some tips for repurposing content. So you'll want to use a variety of headlines. Write new headlines to grab the attention of your audience on each platform. So, like I said earlier, when posting on TikTok and Instagram, you really don't know what's going to hit or not. So you kind of want to make sure that you are giving your platform some variety. So that way, if someone wants to follow you from TikTok on Instagram, you want to give them some type of variety so they're not just seeing the exact same content that they see on another platform. You can easily do this by just simply changing the headline and slightly altering your video if you have the time to. Next, you'll want to utilize your analytics. Use data to determine which repurposed content is performing well and adjust your strategy accordingly. So if you have a video that is doing really well, I recommend recreating that video with a different type of topic because that is obviously what your audience likes to see. Finally, you'll want to avoid watermarks. Post your videos directly into the app that you're using and do not have watermarks from other platforms on your videos. So here are examples of watermarks from Instagram and from TikTok. If you save the video on your phone from the platform, then that watermark will appear there. However, it is said that if you do have a watermark, sometimes your videos will not perform as well as they would if your videos were posted directly into the platform. This also goes with the text as well because especially on TikTok, the algorithm can read what your text is saying and it will push it out to people who they believe will be interested in that type of content. So be sure you are typing directly into the app and do not use watermarks. Now let's talk about how to batch create content. My first tip would be to plan ahead. Consider creating a content calendar that outlines the themes and topics that you want to discuss in your TikTok videos. This can help you stay organized and ensure that you have a steady stream of ideas to work with. Be sure to download the content calendar that I created for you to give you some ideas to work with. The next tip is to batch record your content. Try recording a series of videos all at once. It's important to remember that while you're batch creating your content, be sure to keep that high quality, engaging, and entertaining aspect for your audience. Experiment to learn what works best for you and be flexible and adaptable to algorithm changes. Try posting different types of videos and see how your audience reacts to them. This could include testing different lengths of your videos, topics, and formats. Use TikTok's analytics to help you see what's working well with your audience and then create more content of that type. You will need a business profile on TikTok to utilize some of the features that they have to offer. Don't be afraid to try new things and take risks with your content. Some of the most successful TikTok creators built a following because they were experimenting with their content and trying new approaches. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you'll be able to utilize some of the tips that I shared so that you can market and sell your products on TikTok.